Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky. Look, I've got a little bit of a sore shoulder, but I'm going to tell you about that in just a moment on why. It's super important that you know. David Goldman's in the house. How are you, my friend?
I'm impressed. That's all I can say. Troy did show some strength.
Don't. Look, we all know he's got a big mouth and he can't keep his secret. Honestly, David.
I'm trying to give him a little props.
Right.
But we'll save it.
Okay.
Save it.
All right. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Are you?
Getting ready for the weekend.
Oh, aren't you going somewhere tomorrow?
I am. We're doing Rocktoberfest down in the Gorge, Bab's Bistro, moving her food truck, and it should be a good weekend. What about you?
I'm actually got tomorrow off, everyone. I need to, and I'm going to be honest with you, I hadn't been, I'm all doing this whole fitness thing, but, I did that long stint of working with the younger you and filming. I got out of whack and I haven't been to the gym in 8 days.
Not
I decided I'm taking tomorrow off and I'm just going to reboot, like get tomorrow back to the gym, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just so I can, I just need to be away when I say away, I don't mean I'm leaving town, everyone.
He was going hard though. With younger you, it was crazy.
Yeah,
it was
my schedule was a little
lot.
cray, and I just got out of whack. And even my trainer's like, "Come on, dude.
Yeah,
like, you got to get
game
back."
face.
And I think here's the thing at home, and I understand. We all have these conversations, whether you are feeling a little overweight or underweight or want to get a little bit more fitness. Sometimes you do hit a wall, and sometimes you just so much goes on in another part of your life that you think, "I just won't go to the gym today." Then it becomes the next day, and then you have to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Go, you know what? I've got to make this a priority.
Yeah,
and I
he's
do.
right.
So that's what I'm doing. Speaking of challenges, a new challenge created by Will Smith is going viral. He and his son Jaden were in Target celebrating Jaden's business by stocking the shelves, okay? But then Will saw this little girl on her father's shoulders, and that gave him an idea. He lifted Jaden onto his shoulders and started the hashtag Piggyback challenge. Now, of course, several people have already attempted to follow Will's lead in very creative ways. Here's, oh my gosh, a father, wife, and she's carrying two, but you notice it's just a still shot.
Right.
It doesn't show the strength of a man.
I love that they were at the orchard.
Okay, see, again, it looks deceiving.
Yeah.
Doesn't show the strength of a man. All right, yeah.
A lot of still shots here.
A lot of still shots. I'm a little concerned about this. Yeah, still not. That person at the back could be sitting on something. We're not sure about that.
Those could be fake legs around his head.
They could be fake legs. Okay, again.
And those are little kids.
Everyone, I want you to know that D is back and my man behind the camera. I love him. We've missed him. Welcome back, my friend. And he's shaking his head because he's about to see the strength of Troy Thompson.
Hashtag beast mode.
Take it away. All right, everyone, before the show today, we're not even dressed and ready, but I've decided that we have to follow Will Smith and do the piggyback challenge.
I love it.
David thinks he's not man enough to carry me, but I'm going to show you how I'm man enough to carry him. All right, so you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Ow! I just broke the thing.
Sorry.
Right? I'm on.
All right.
I'm
up.
training.
Okay.
Take me away.
Don't swing.
Woo! WTVQ, ABC 36, TT, Midday Kentucky. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. I thought we were going to die.
Look at me bounce him around.
He's going to be
D.
sore.
Yeah, I am. That's pure man's strength there. What do you think, D? That's strong, huh? Yeah, D's like, and he used to be a linebacker, like no tomorrow.
Beast mode. Honestly, that grass also was not, it was super level. So the fact, I thought Troy was going to drop me the whole time, and I'm very impressed he did not.
Listen, man, I'm from the land. I can put a carcass over both shoulders. I'm not, you think I'm joking?
I know you're not
I told
joking.
you I can skin a pig in 2 minutes.
That's real talk with TT.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, that's what we should do, a new segment called Real Talk with TT. Dusty,
Yep.
that's what we're doing, boo. Real Talk with TT.
Skin a pig in 2 minutes. That's But when Troy did not tell me what we were doing when we went outside. He's like, David, come on, we got to do the new challenge. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, well, let me put my makeup on. He's like, we don't have time for makeup.
Did you notice he says, let me put my makeup on?
Listen, I got to look good in front of this camera, Troy. You know this.
But pretty good.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, and he tells me, he's like, all right. He goes, I'll be carrying you. And I was like, I don't think you can. And he goes,
198 pounds.
let's do this.
198.
Let's do this. And he did.
Got it.
So it was, yeah, we want to see your challenge.
Yes.
Facebook.
Please put it on Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. And I'm saying you don't have to walk them around. You can do a still photo.
Boring.
Not everyone's as manly as me.
Boring.
Alrighty, digital assistants like Amazon and Echo and Google Home have become very popular and helpful in daily life. But did you know they can also help you with parenting? Now, we understand that as a parent, sometimes you need a moment, okay, or you're busy with another project or task. So Amazon Echo and Google Home can now help you in that area. Here are a couple of tricks that these two home devices can do to lend a parenting hand. I have issues with this, David, but anyway, you can ask Google Home or that Echo thing, tell a fun story or play an audio book. Okay, now this is to help you control your children.
I mean, I dig that. I like the, playing audiobook. That's cool.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like they're doing too much babysitting.
To be honest with you, when I drove to New York, everyone just recently.
Did you do an audiobook?
I love audiobooks.
I love them
people.
too. It's the way,
I learned
it's the way
a lot.
to go.
I got that one with Amoroso.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
she good.
gosh.
She good. All right, answer weird questions like children are always asking questions, and parents may not always have the time to answer, but these home assistants do. See, that's where I have a problem.
Yeah. It could maybe not give the answer you want.
Yeah. Cut down on yelling. If there are multiple devices in the home, parents can use them as an intercom system to allow them to get to their children's attention from another room without the need to yell.
I dig that. Like, if you're like,
Well,
hey,
no, you
come down for
you
dinner.
leave the room and go into the other room.
Yeah, but if they're like upstairs and you're in the kitchen,
Oh, okay.
I could see that being helpful.
You can tell I'm not a parent. See, settle a dispute with Amazon Echo. You can download a skill called Kids Court. Now, this program listens to the problems the children have, so they obviously sit there and tell Echo, asks the children encouraging questions about it, and then provides a ruling based on their responses. I don't know about that.
I know, that seems a little dangerous. We should, you know what? We should bring that on here.
We've got our cyber expert in here.
We'll
he
ask
might
him.
be able to tell us a few things
Mr.
like this.
Ensko, he'll be
Find
able to give it.
lost items if your child has an iPad or another electronic device. Okay, that's okay. I don't mind that sort of thing. But look, here's the thing. It worries me, people, that all these things that we now have electronic-wise are taking over our lives in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday we had an app that if you are pulled over by the police, you say to the app, Siri, launch police app. And then your phone starts recording and videoing the incident.
Wow.
And then, when it's finished, you say, Siri, stop, and then it sends the video or recording to someone, so then that person knows you're okay. I just think it's getting a little out of hand.
It is, and I really am excited to talk with Mr. Ensko, because I feel like it could also be dangerous if somehow some of these devices could be hacked. Remember when we had the kids things that were hacked?
Yeah.
And if they're kind of like encouraging...
That was the game. Remember the game?
Yes. So it's kind of like you need to take the responsibility of parenting your child, first of all. And you don't need to leave your kids around, I imagine, just doing this by themselves.
Yeah.
It gets scary.
I agree. Tell us what you think. It's on Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. I'd love to hear your thoughts, everyone. Yeah. Alrighty, are you having a rough day? Ask a friend for a hug. According to a study from the Department of Psychology at Carnegie Mellon University, being hugged can help someone who is in a bad mood. The study went on to say that hugging someone you were just fighting with lowers negative feelings towards them within the following hours or even the next day. The researchers say the boost in mood was seen regardless of gender or age, and the study says hugs from platonic friends are just as good as ones between people in relationships. This was based on 400,000 people. Can I be honest with you? Every time I've got into an argument and I've gone to say, we're cool, we hug it out, I always feel better.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other person.
No, I'm sure they do too. I think that a hug it's that true human interaction that, that energy is moving through you.
Yeah.
And it does, it really is. There's that emotional release. I love a good hug.
I don't know whether I want to do, like hug a friend day.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that type of thing, but
your close friends, that I don't think it needs to be something set up. If you see somebody and you haven't seen them for a long time, I know on your Instagram you had talked to a friend from Utah that you used to work with.
Oh, did you see that?
I saw that,
Oh.
and it's when
stalking me?
well, when you see those old friends and you give them that big hug, it just enlightens you. That happened to me yesterday. I saw a friend at Proof Fitness that I hadn't seen forever. And Bradley.
You've missed the point, David.
Well, I'm just
as
saying,
if you have an argument.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I get
Follow
excited.
the story, my friend.
I'm just trying to push the hugs, trying to push the love. Dee knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I will say look, I'll be honest. When I have a shouting match with Dusty, I'm going to say it's not always pretty. She's scooting around on that wheelie bin thing that she wears, and it drives me insane. And I rip into her, and she rips back. And I think it's okay to give a hug and say, "I'm sorry, doll."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're lucky.
Sometimes it could be a bit uncomfortable.
You're
I think.
lucky that
'Cause
Dusty puts
got,
up with you.
She's got creepy hands.
He is very lucky because Dusty is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, she gets a bit creepy.
No,
Dusty.
she is the best. We love her.
Alrighty. Tell us what
We're
you
ornery.
think. Alrighty, tell it's more important than ever to screenshot messages, especially when they involve someone who's hostile. There's a social media group called By Felipe, which is based on the By Felicia meme. You with me?
Yeah, I love this.
Alrighty, the founder of the group wanted to create a space where women could call hostile men out. And they seem to be a pattern. Now, if a girl wasn't interested in a man, he will yell at her for not responding or saying no. Now, these are on dating apps.
Right.
The founder, Evan, wrote a book about it called By Felipe. Felipe?
Yeah,
Felipe.
yep.
Here's some examples of what people have written. Now, before we get to that, I just want people to understand, in regards to that, is the Dusty and Hannah, my producer, said to me, they said, Troy, it's always, let's just say I'm on Tinder and I am wanting to, be interested in a girl, and I message her and she doesn't respond back, the girls were saying to me, my two producers, that the guys get hostile towards the women.
Yeah. They get aggressive. And I think what they're doing is, this is giving females especially a channel to really call them out and say, hey, be careful about this guy, because maybe I said no, maybe I was like, hey, I'm not interested in you. And then these guys get super aggressive and call them names.
Really?
It's very disgusting. Some of these messages.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is where I have a bit of an... I understand not all those sites. I call them hookup sites, because really that's what they are, apart from ones like Match.com,
Right.
and because they're more relationship type.
Right.
But the ones like Grindr and Tinder and Bumblebee, I think it's called, or Bindlebee, or...
Bumble.
Okay. Okay, David. There's quite a few of them. And they're truly, and let's be honest, people, it's not to find a relationship. It's what are you doing in the next hour?
Well, I don't know. I've got some friends that have met on Tinder, and they're married, and they're incredible. So, but they were in a yoga class, they were on Tinder, and boom.
Hold on, they were in the same yoga class?
They were in the same yoga class.
On Tinder?
They were both on Tinder. They
In
had
the
seen
class.
each other.
Right.
And it sparked, and they're great.
Okay.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
It
and
is still
we
a
have
lot
to
of
be
times a
real
hookup.
what those apps are.
A lot of them are. People are just ready to
and I
hook
have
up.
to say, guys and girls, I think it's a little the same.
Yeah,
Because you're
agreed.
sending pictures and you're doing things you shouldn't be doing.
Agreed.
And things get hostile, or a guy might find a girl fancy, and she may not be giving him the response that he thought.
Right.
But he has the thought pattern. This is a hookup site.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think, that's one thing, but when, let's say you're texting someone and then they don't respond to you for, 5 hours, and you've been in this text conversation, and then you get upset about them not responding, and then you call them an aggressive name. that's where it's like,
Okay.
whoa, that's rude.
Well, no, okay, I get that, but I'm like that with you, David.
Well,
It annoys me when I message you.
David, why are you still asleep?
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's been 4 hours. But I don't get aggressive with you in name calling
No.
because I'm not on those hookup sites with you.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
It's a
I
different
just
scenario.
don't. I just don't think there's a place for it,
Okay.
and I think that a lot of times, these guys, some of these, it's kind of a hint of aggression,
Yeah.
and they're trying to give other people kind of a little picture.
Look, tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky's Facebook page. All the information's up there. You'll see also some of the screen grabs that we did for part of the story on people's comments. They're a little bit more aggressive than what I wanted to show you on air. So we just kept them all online. Have a look. Alrighty, everyone, stay tuned because you never know when we're going to do we've got a giveaway, everyone.
Got a giveaway.
See, I didn't even know that. To see the Red Bull Air Race this weekend. Is that on? Coming up, we're learning some workouts with Proof Fitness, everyone. Back in a minute.